My dear friends, in this world, there are many kinds of encounters. We meet each other, and these encounters can be both positive or either positive or negative encounters. Allow me to mention a few before going to the gospel passage. One kind of encounter will be friendly encounters. For example, academic setting, academic competition. This is good to bring out the best from pupils, from those who compete. When you are with the best and when you compete with the best, then the best comes out of you. Another is sports, another friendly encounter. So, although there is competition in academic competition, in sports competition, the general aim of these encounters is for the good of people. Kaya nga yung Olympics, yung mga international meet, ang tawag natin minsan, goodwill games. An avenue where competition does not lead to war, rather competition leads to camaraderie. Second, and the opposite of friendly competition, will be hostile competitions. These are encounters where there needs to be a winner and there needs to be a loser. And it's not always positive, especially on the side of the loser. Halimbawa, giyera. When two nations are against each other, then we try to calm them because we know marami o magkakaroon ng casualty and there will be negative effects. Even yung tinatawag nating may the best man win, may the best woman win. So, presupposed there is that someone will emerge victorious and someone will emerge na luhaan. So, these are hostile encounters. Another, which is somehow in between friendly and hostile encounters, will be political encounters. Alam naman natin na kung pinag-usapan na ang politika, it will presuppose division, but not always division. Minsan, sa usaping politika, kapag nag-uusap naman talaga yung magkatunggali, if they cannot agree with each other, they can try to look for a compromise. It's not positive and negative for both, but this is the best case scenario. Oh, ikaw muna magme-mayor ngayon ha, hindi muna ako tatakbo. Pagkatapos mo, ako naman ang magme-mayor. Okay? So there is an encounter, there is politics, but in this example, pwede naman palang magkaroon ng kompromiso. And I think that is good politics when you try to look for a win-win solution that will benefit all. We go to the gospel. And when Jesus is teaching, love your enemies, let us not forget that the general lesson of Jesus is to bring people close to the Father. And the tragedy here is that when we try to insert competition in an avenue where there should not be any competition at all. Isang simpleng halimbawa, tanungin mo yung isang ale o mama, bibili ka na naman ng cellphone? Okay pa naman yung cellphone mo? Kasi yung kapitbahay namin, bago yung cellphone gusto ko mas maganda rin ang cellphone ko sa kanya. Hindi naman nakikipag-compete yung kapitbahay mo sa'yo. Basta gusto ko. I want to insert competition in an avenue when in the beginning there should not be competition. Mas magandang cellphone, mas bibili pa ako dahil na-insecure ako, naiinggit ako sa kanya. In the same manner, when Jesus says, love God, can we put this in friendly competition? O sige magko-compete tayo kung sino ang mas mamahalin ng Diyos. That is absurd. Can this be hostile competition? O nagmamahal ang Diyos? Paano ba yan? May the best man win. May the best religion win. May the best angkan win. Absurd. Can this be political in nature? Magpapalakas tayo kasi ang relihon lang natin ang malakas. Tayo lang ang pwede. And we will go to war in this political strife because we would like to be politically the stronger people in the eyes of God. Again, tragedy happens when in our worldly concerns, we try to bring our competition into the teaching and calling of God for everyone to love Him. Look at it like a pyramid, where on top is God, and people are called to reach God, to be closer to God. And what will make us be closer to God? Love, respect, sincerity, truth, genuineness. So habang may charity, may love, may genuineness, may humility, may virtues, unti-unti tayong umaakyat para maabot ang Diyos. What will make us be farther from God? Sin, hatred, evil. Kung gano'n naman pala na ang project natin ay maabot natin ng Diyos, why will we hate others? Why will we do and wish evil against our others? Kung ang titignan lang natin yung ating katunggali, and all of us have imperfections, marami tayong makikita. But Jesus' teaching is telling us, do not forget that in this journey, despite limitations, despite our humanity, our project is to become closer to God. And what will bring us there? Love. Love of family, love of friends, and yes, even love for enemies. I am not saying we will tolerate injustice. I am not saying we must tolerate evil. I'm not saying na wag nating pansinin yung nananakit, nananamantala, yumayapak sa ating dignidad. No. By all means, we have to reject all these kinds of evil. But rejecting evil, rejecting injustice, does not change our project to be closer to God. So kung may gumagawa ng masama, pipigilan natin, we will oppose it, but we must still pray for our enemies. Because after all our limitations, after all our humanity, our project is to be closer to God. And what will bring us closer to God? Love. My dear friends, it is really very difficult to understand this teaching as if it were a separate teaching of how we deal with one another. This teaching reminds us of how we ought to be closer to God. Kasama na dyan yung ating pakikitungo sa isa't isa. Because we do not forget it is God whom we try to approach, then we try to be perfect just as our Heavenly Father is perfect. We love, and we even pray for our enemies, because that is how it should be. Again, we are not tolerating injustice, we are not tolerating evil, we are not tolerating disrespect for human dignity. It's just that as we oppose these things, we continue to pray for our enemies, we continue to reach out to God. Let us all stand.